Bobby?
Good evening, everyone. I'm a 20-year resident of Santa Monica, and I think most of my positions on the issues will come out in the discussion. And I'm just sitting here tonight and looking out at this room. I was thinking about 4 years ago when I ran for the first time, and thinking about what a great blessing it has been on me to meet so many of you. I see Dolores Press down there and many others. I don't want to pick on Dolores, but I really had a fantastic learning experience by being on the council, and I hope to continue doing that. As I hope you know, I've worked really hard on homelessness issues, particularly veterans' homelessness issues, where we made some progress. We haven't made as much as we should have in the period of time that we've been working on it. But I'm going to continue working hard on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bobby?
I'm going to whip out. You know, I generally don't win out, but because I'm sitting on the council, and one of the things I learned from sitting on the council was the collegiality of the council, in the privacy of the council was very important, getting folks to work with you. And I haven't made endorsements of candidates in the past because I felt it was important to represent my own views. I know this is squirming. But I don't feel comfortable, although I think it's an excellent question. I don't feel comfortable.
Thanks, Bobby. Thank you. Bobby?
I think the big local housing issue is this what's called purchase rehab, the eviction of people who've been living here a long time. And I hope next council, if I'm elected, I'm going to spend a little more energy on that. That's the idea, that the city should do something to make sure that people who are already living here stay living here, and something more than it has been doing. So I would say that's an improvement. I don't hope to mean it.
Thank you. Ted? Bobby?
If they were, I take Richard's point, if they were a little longer than they are at the state level, I would say yes.
Thank you. Herb?
This is a very hard question, because I think everybody who encounters a people like this wants to give them money. I know myself, if someone asks me for money, I have to discipline myself to not give them money. I think it's a very hard, generally underestimate how hard it is to not give them money. So I'm hoping that this card and the campaign will be helpful on that, and I hope that we'll tell our friends the kinds of things that have already been said. It's a hard thing to do.
Bobby?
I agree with Ted.
All right.
On T, where I had a struggle to study this, and as I've said, as the commented upon, I'm not a natural land use person. I think there are a couple of things to remember. One, it's amendable, and two, the revenue loss that is being trumpeted around according to the city study doesn't occur for 15 years. So no police people are going to be fired because of the passage of that measure. I'm with Ted. I thought I was for AA. I still kind of think I am, but doing a lot of coffees in Sunset Park, I've heard a lot of people complaining about the assessments. Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
All right. Throwing that thing right in.
All right. This next question. Thank you. Bobby?
I agree exactly with what Ted said. He said it very well. And this is the idea of listening to the community. I personally think Main Street is great. It's got as good a vibe as Culver City. I always love that neighborhood. I love going down there anytime.
Thank you. Herbert? And Bobby?
Tempted to say I agree with exactly what Ted said again. You notice how I'm all in the last two on all these things? I don't know exactly why. I'm for permanent parking. And there are too many people who have it who can't find a place to park, even with it. Whether it's legal or not is obvious to others, but it has to be done in many, many places in the city.
Permanent What would you like to do with Lincoln Boulevard? You have 30 seconds. What's your vision for Lincoln? I'm assuming that's OPA, so south of Pico.
I think that's such a big laugh out there in the audience. It's like a trick question. I guess when I think about that, I think about the area sort of south of Pico. And I think there are some ideas in the draft loose for that area. And I think those should be commented on and expanded probably, try to see them in the community. It seemed to me they were pretty interesting. That area is a little run down. There's some problems related to the size of the lots and so forth. But it's definitely going to get serious attention. I'm going with Richard on this one. I feel like I wrote the question. I also remodeled 2 years ago, and I had a pretty tough time with it. And I have to say, and I'm embarrassed to say it, my answer is I don't know the answer to this question, even though it affected me myself. So, I generally speaking, defer to Herb on these matters about the building department. But it has to get better. I had a very tough time. I hear this all over town, this criticism, and I hope maybe you can work on it.
Thank you. Ken? Bobby?
I believe I have. I haven't solicited it, but I believe several people have sent some money. And can I just make one little point, Kevin, which is that unfortunately I want to apologize to the audience and colleagues up there. I have to leave at 9. I have a board meeting, I think it was scheduled 6 months ago, that has the board dinner, which I'm the chairman, that begins at 9 instead of 11. So just give me a second to ask a question. I'm sorry.
1 minute.
It's a really good question, and as I said in your article reporting it, I was embarrassed by my record like that. I think I was very clear with people when I ran last time, as I am tonight, that I have actually 2 day jobs. So it's not because I flip about it or disrespectful in the process. I really have tried as hard as I could to get there at the end of time. I think the advantage to, I think there are different types of people. Some people, I see Councilmember McEwen here, who is a hero. He goes to so many commission meetings and follows the issues in tremendous detail. He's able to do some things I'm not able to do. I think I'm able to do some things that maybe he's not able to do that I think have been beneficial to the city, and voters would have to decide whether they would want to continue to employ me, if you will, to do that. I think I'm a fair value, even though I'm not always there on time. I think the reason I leave sometimes early is that I made a deal with my wife that I have to be home at a certain time if I were to continue. And I think there are serious ways to shorten the council meeting that the council has not undertaken, that I hope that we can try to do. I think it's disrespectful many times to the public who queue up and wait for hours to speak to the councilor and not allowed to speak. So the talking on and on and on is a real problem. And I apologize for the times I haven't.
Thank you.
So
thank you for coming to the forum.
Thank you for letting me squirm. I squirmed on a couple other ones.
All right, great. All right.